branching thing behind it. You see
Oh, yeah, the small thing.
Straight
That's a
above.
black
You wanna
coral,
go
I
and go
think.
for it?
that? Oh, okay.
And maybe that's the stalk of one of these Bathypathes-like things. Nope, it's not. It's not a black coral. What is that? It's a black coral, but it's an unbranched black coral. Are they just a young Bathypathes or something? Okay, Tina, we need some help
can you,
here.
Zoom in on Sirius. Maybe we can see what's going on with that light bar now.
John has responded while we're looking at this animal. He thinks they are volcanic. Yeah. So, pilot, I guess we're going to go into rock searching mode.
Okay. Yeah,
But after we look at
the next slow.
coral, giving Tina a really good look at it.
So Nav, let the
really
next move come to a stop, and we'll
copy
look
that.
around. See, we don't need to stop now.
Yeah, we're not too far from the end of it anyway. 6 meters or so, 7 meters.
Yeah, okay.
The deep water Stichopathes,
I haven't seen a rock yet that's
different.
loose.
Can't tell. Okay, thanks,
I'm
Ron.
not sure. I mean, there are unbranched. And over there, as you just
yeah,
pointed
I
out,
think
this
I
is
didn't try
Matt
it, but
Dornbach
previous
next to me.
co-pilot said they rotated
But it didn't quite look like any
you
of
can
the
give it a tweak if you
ones
wanna.
in the guide.
Troubleshoot. No, I was just trying to see. I don't want to force it in case
He
there's
thinks it's
a cable
apparently
pinched.
a juvenile
We'll cut
schizopathy.
through it.
Okay.
Or schizopathy, I'm not sure how to
It looks like
pronounce
there
it.
might be some directly to
Thank you,
your starboard.
Tina.
Let's go wide,
I
please.
think
Ron.
it's
You are wide.
Oh,
something that hasn't started branching yet. Long-legged shrimp. There's possibly a Caulophacus sponge there in the distance.
It's a stock.
All right, so
Coral
let's
upper
see as
right.
we cruise over the bottom.
Yeah, we're
maybe
looking for
we'll
rocks.
see a rock.
Something blowing in the wind. And upper left.
yeah, see that?
Somewhere.
It's a stock sponge.
Yep, the Caulophacus. We've imaged a bunch of those already.
Something just above and left of that.
Yep, and that's another coral, I think.
There's another sort of a...
Sort of
Yeah, I wonder if we could take a look
Surreal-like
at this. Yeah, the
Sure
sponge
can.
there. Good to get this face view on it too, because I'm wondering whether it's something that we collected a little while ago. Uh-oh. Okay, this is different.
You can come in.
It's actually a tubular sponge or a vase sponge that's got projections, I think.
Good to
It's
zoom.
pretty.
Yeah, this is definitely new. Let me see what this thing looks like. No, not that new.
ROV nav bridge.
All right, well, this
Move
is
complete.
in the
Copy that,
family
Bridge, thank
Phreatidae. It is a glass sponge. I think it's in the family Phreatidae. It could also be another family. Hard to tell them apart. I'm going to put Phreatidae question mark on this guy. It is a glass sponge in the class Hexactinellida. This particular group of sponges are deep water specialists. You do not see them in shallow water if you are snorkeling or diving. And there's a commensal inside of it, a kind of orange thing that's not part of the sponge. It could be a shrimp or something. We're good, thank you, pilot.
Wide.
Okay, you need to push out.
Yep. We're letting this move stabilize.
Copy that.
Going on a rock hunt.
Yeah.
Why could that be one there?
Yeah, it looks solid.
Yeah, everything looks pretty.
The
Pretty
yellow thing
cemented.
looks different.
Yeah.
This is something orange right
Yeah,
here.
we'll
I
get
wonder what we
that.
could-
I bet that's a Paragorgia
Yeah,
overgrown by zoanthus.
Also, a
I
crino
suspect
growing on
you're
something
right.
in the upper right.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over that way in a minute because Sirius is swinging over the top of me, but
getting a nice
That's all right.
perspective on this. And there's an Anthomastus behind it. This
okay, you
particular
can
coral.
come in.
A little bit left. back.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a bubblegum coral
Laser
in the
yourself.
family Paragorgidae. And that's the red part, the actual original octocoral, and then covering it are these yellow zoanthids, which are a hexacoral, and it's taking over the octocoral. At least we think it is. We do not think this is a commensal or mutually beneficial relationship. We can't see what the octocoral would get out of being overgrown in mass like this. And what's that creature that was got its whippy arms all over it, Chris?
So at the center of this coral, overgrown by
Rolly.
zoanthids, is an ophiuroid, also called a serpent star. They have a fleshy tissue covering over sort of vertebrae-like bony parts, and that gives them a great deal of flexibility, which allows them to wrap their arms around the branches of this coral very tightly, and they live
Pulling
on
for
these in a way that allows them to presumably to pick food out of the water as the current flows over the bottom. The disc is very inflated in this one, presumably with water, and they are very closely. They have a very close relationship with the host, and they are almost never found just individually. So even if you were to collect this and the animals died, the ophiuroids don't ever disengage from the host. So it's a very tight relationship.
Is that possibly some worms wrapped around that stalk with the crinoid? May just be the arms of a burgle
There's a
stalk.
branching form far off on the right there.
Yeah, see that. We'll go on over there. This is some pretty familiar looking stuff here in front of us.
Yeah. There's another umbellula in the lower right hand.
Yeah,
I did one of those while you were at lunch.
yeah. I did another one while you were at lunch.
Coming
Ah,
center,
very
I
good.
think you
Touche.
say.
We're getting into some corals now, so from Noah, I bet.
You know that old saying,
I'm almost afraid to ask.
one good umbellula deserves another?
Ow!
That's a classic. Classic saying.
What is that? On the
That looks like we're actually getting a little bit of terracing coming up right now, too. And there's maybe a corallium in the background.
Oh,
That
are we seeing
pink
a
coral?
corallium today?
No, we haven't. I wonder if we could take a look at the pink one and another red stalked sea lily.
Cretaceous,
Yeah,
yes.
Cretaceous. Oh, finally we're getting into something.
You might have seen a rock off to the right, just off the screen center.
Yeah.
When you finish there.
Okay, we can come in here, video.
So this is a coralliid.
Maxwell.
That is the group of corals that are harvested up in shallower water than this for jewelry, some places in the world, not where we are right now. And this is a member of that family in the genus Hemicorallium. So that was a good find.
Let's come out, Rolly.
You see how that works, Chris? So you put a little pressure on Dave and Roland, and they respond positively, and they're now starting to show us some new things. You just gotta push a little bit, and then they'll respond. So, did you want to look at the crinoid or
No,
go?
we've seen
either-
several of them already today.
Either one of these, or what's the story?
No,
Yeah.
the one on the left is basically a bunch of feather stars perched on a dead
See that
coral
one sticking
stock,
up there just
taking
about
advantage of
center
the water
screen?
current.
Yeah.
Is that
And,
cemented or?
The
looks
don't
stuck to me.
find
red
out.
crinoid is something
still
that
moving?
does that
No, I think we've stopped.
without having to climb,
Okay.
essentially.
That's a big fella there.
Yeah.
though.
Oh, there's this stock thing right in front of us.
Yeah, I wonder if we could take a quick look at this.
Oh, we have
Really
bridge.
small.
I got a little distracted.
Could be a bamboo, or
we are at the
it's
end
starting
of
to
this
look
globe. I
like
don't know how to call
a
this
bamboo
since
coral.
it's
Pretty far away.
You have. We're good. We're
There's something on the rock
fine right
behind
here.
it, too.
Okay, thank
Something stellate.
Okay, come on in.
No, Thought it looked star-shaped.
Oh, it was
Chris.
a crinoid, yeah.
Bamboo. That's what it is. An unbranched bamboo, or a very young branched one. And it's got some intertentacular needles, is what it's called. So I think for now, let's see, Les, where are you? Les is there. We're going to give him a chance to
Co-pilot, if
weigh
you
in
call
on
in a little
this,
bit, you may be able to stay in your
member
view.
of the family.
I noticed
Isididae.
your sonar is getting...
Specializes
Yeah, I was
in
just
these
looking
corals.
at that. We've got, you can see it, there's a sand, not a rubble chute in the middle, and
Yeah.
a little bit of structure on either side of this. But
Looks like it may be less than 10 meters from you.
yeah,
I'm going to look up there and see what it is.
might
I guess you
find
weren't really
a
getting into
rock
much
in that
different topography.
Yeah,
chute there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, we got bombed by a
What a bomb.
Acanthophira shrimp.
Oh, he's not.
Check out the wall in serious view.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
Be
it's,
to your port a little bit. I
yeah,
think.
may or may not be a wall. Serious.
No, it's not a wall. It's
Looking
just
down.
upslope.
Yeah.
Sort of like,
But right over
We're all
here,
hoping.
maybe in that area.
Maybe that's
Some
a
interesting
rock right
things
there.
up
it's
there, I bet.
definitely a rock.
Ah,
Whether it's gettable, it's a big fella.
Is this big bouldery thing?
Yeah, we'll get a little closer here.
Are the lasers on?
No, we would like them.
Well, that's
Coming on.
chunky.
That's
you
too
think-
big.
You sure?
Well, now. No, I'm not
I mean,
sure.
is-
what about that one to the left and above it, just slightly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that.
And then there's one in the
If
sediment over there that may or may not be
Also,
loose as
look
well.
at the Sirius view. There's a
And that was,
sort of a
I
rubble
thought we were
zone
feeling a
up
little
there,
light
too,
today,
so-
but I guess
That one is, I'd be willing to wager it's cemented in there.
I bet you're right.
not
But-
huge. It's only 20 centimeters, Dave. Seems like we're kind of light today.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we'll give it a nudge.
It could be glued to the side
Something
there, but
pink like a baby
it
squat
might be
lobster
worth
at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, since
Yeah.
I've been egged to collect it, then if it's got associates, that raises the cost for the.
That
Yeah.
might limit us to one
and
rock.
we've got Matt and Nicola to carry this thing upstairs for us too. So
Well done.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Coming up.
spin up
Yeah.
some hot oil and see if we can't.
You got it, brother.
that's about 20 centimeters across. That's not overly massive. Tina Molodtsova said long bones. Not sure, but could be definitely a young one. So, okay, thank you. No, they were talking about the bamboo coral, sorry. There was just a little bit of information in the event log about the coral we just imaged a minute ago before coming to this rock.
You want the mini Zeus on the big screen?
Not yet. Let's just see if this is even doable.
Gotcha. Mother Earth.
Good and stuck.
Okay, that
Seems to be.
should.
The Earth is heavy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say cemented.
Okay, maybe.
He's not gonna go.
Thank you for trying. There's hope, but
Yeah, just keep the hydraulics spun up there, Don. We
Copy that.
We're gonna bumble around here and see if we can find a target of opportunity.
Yeah,
Did you see the
might
little
find
one
something
off
on
to
the
the
sediment
left of
that's
this one
less.
Left?
Yeah, just spin the port a bit. Right there.
That one.
That's kind
The
of
lasers
small,
are coming
though.
on.
Yep.
It's too small. Okay.
All right. Let's move uphill a little bit.
Yeah.
Target-rich
We're
environment.
sort of joking around a little bit, but when you have a tremendous amount of manganese crusting like we're seeing right now, you really need to get a reasonable sized rock so you don't wind up with just manganese crust. This is just for the public who isn't used to this. That's why we try to get a little bit of a bigger one. There's a chance it'll have a core inside of it of basalt, which is lava rock, which is what the geologists are after when we collect rocks here. So that's a dead vase sponge.
What do we got over here in the
And-
sand?
I mean, we can just keep moving as long as we're looking for rocks.
Well, we
There's
Yes.
one to the left in the sediment too.
Yeah, we stopped the ship so we would have some time to.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything though that's a
Got
great
something
candidate.
immediately above the lasers. Urchin.
Yeah.
Anthomastus on the
I'm
seafloor.
gonna push ahead a little bit here. I've got plenty of tether.
You don't want that urchin.
There's a colony right in front of us.
Of what?
I'm not sure. Right there. Does that look more Norella-like or sponge-like?
Oh, I see. The fan.
Yeah.
Probably a primnoid. I think.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Or it could be a sponge. I think it was a coral. Okay, this looks a little more promising.
Oh, they're predatory
There's
tunicate.
there's another one sitting there. How about that one, Dave, in the middle bottom right now?
Middle bottom.
Yeah, it's below the predatory clear tunicate.
Ah, the knobbly looking one.
Yeah.
To use the geological term.
Yeah, knobbly.
Ooh, does it even have something in it, or
No,
is it the gonad?
it's-
No, that's the, whatever was.
Wow, that's still pretty big. But some of these,
That might.
it might work, huh?
Well, oh gee, it's elongate. Let's see what happens. There's several we can nudge around here.
Okay.
See what we get.
That's a predatory tunicate, the octanemid. Go ahead and it's clear. I'll show you what this is. I guess it was Nicola was here when we saw one of these earlier.
It looks kind of
It looks
thin.
kind of crusty. All right, any other possibles? Yeah, that looks like it's all crust, frankly. There was a kind of a rounder, well, crusty.
small.
I think there might have been one over to the right, maybe. That was a rounder. There's some that are loose.
It's
John Smith is, no, not that flat one, please. He's begging.
Don, what do you see from the bird's eye over there?
More of the same.
Okay.
You can't tell whether they're nothing that looks
No
jumping at
low-hanging
us.
fruit.
No.
Let me push ahead a little bit. You're still
What's that?
It's
Is that a
Interesting.
sponge on the right side
sponge on the right side.
a dead
The
sponge with
starfish on
something
top
on
of
it,
the
I think.
stalk.
there? Ooh, is that a sea
Oh,
star?
but there's a starfish. You know what that means.
Starfish.
Our rock hunt got starfish bombed.
Well,
I can't believe it.
we're multitasking up
Yeah.
here. We'll,
Oh,
What about the one that's at its
something
base?
different? Something
It's
new?
It has a friend at the
Oh,
base.
Are you sure about that, or is that
Well,
just
it's interesting because it's a
Yep.
sponge stock. which means that it's probably not one of the usual goniastrids.
I'm not so sure it's a sponge stock. Look at the base on that. That looks more like a proisocrinus stock.
Oh, that would be...
Okay,
that would
Roland.
be pretty weird. But that's
close and get to it.
Ooh, I'm
something,
tingling.
something weird about it.
No, that's a sponge. Oh, no, you're right. It is a crinoid. Oh.
Is it? Or what,
Yeah,
what on earth are we looking at? It is. You can see it starting to regrow.
Yeah, that's so if you live in the Midwest, one of the things you're probably accustomed to is finding little star-shaped rocks on the highway, and that's what that is. The stalk breaks off in chunks, and you can get them. Sometimes they're called Indian beads, not my name, but that's what they're called. But this looks like some kind of goniasterid. I'm not sure which one. It looks like possibly Ceramaster, something similar to the one that we collected the other day, or maybe not. Yeah, it's a little different, but it looks like it's perched on top of the cup or near the tip of this crinoid. Possibly there's no head on the crinoid, so possibly this thing is fed off of it. That would be really amazing. This is probably the first time I've seen a sea star in this kind of position. Are there any ossicles like right at the base or something? Well, this is another group of researchers who aren't going to like that my animals eat their animals. Oh well. Yeah, I was hoping that there might be, I don't know, pieces of the cup lying around on the bottom, but I don't see that there are.
There's a bit of current here, Chris. We're just coming to the brow of a ridge.
Yeah.
And that's why he's waving.
That's hilarious how it's just wobbling like that.
I don't think I've ever seen a sea star on one of these.
Oh no!
Yeah,
this is. I've seen them eat.
Cool.
I've seen one time of a Pyreneid feeding on a fallen crinoid stock in the Antarctic, but this is the first time I've ever seen a goniasterid perched on the top of a stalk like that. It's almost the way that it's just wobbling like that is just. It's almost
come out a little bit, Roland.
Normally, you got to pay money to have a ride like that. But
yes. Ooh. This is one of those days.
Is that orange thing above it?
I don't know.
Pretty cool observation.
Yeah. What is that? So that was probably, I think that might have been Ceramaster, but that's the first time I've ever seen it on feeding like that. Oh, and another, geez, there's like two of them. What's this?
Is that a low-faster?
No.
I don't mean low-faster.
That's a pedicellastrid. Oh, wow, that's another. Yeah, so these are, if you're familiar with sort of the intertidal sea stars like Peisaster or Asterias, this is actually considered sort of a primitive version of that. They have only 2 rows of tube feet instead of 4, and they live in the deep sea, and we see animals that appear similar to them in the fossil record. So that was also, I'll have to sort of look at exactly what type.
It's something like that, maybe?
Yeah, well, the Palsterius, the thing that's in your picture guide, has 6 rays instead of 5. And this is the right habitat for that sort of animal, though. The other thing is that there's actually a skeleton on this. When we were zoomed in on it earlier, it actually was displaying sort of a
little bit here.
I'll show it to you when we zoom in again.
Lasers off.
Palsterius has no skeleton in the body wall. This one actually has. You can see these kind of ribbed patterns that are on the surface.
Right.
Those should be essentially the skeletal ribs that make up the underlying endoskeleton. So unless it's regrowing another arm. Wow,
it's a gorgeous picture.
Yeah,
it's a tiny sponge.
Yeah, but that
vibration is vehicle.
Shiny.
Yeah,
working hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. If I recognize the genus. Yeah, I'll have to look that one up a little later. It lacks the. They're usually differentiated in part by the spination, but also by details on the
current picking up that straw.
No.
So
I'm on a
what
slope.
do you want Matt to log that says?
Just pedicellastrid, PED. ICELL asteroid. Could we also, as long as we're still in the area, get another angle of that sea star that was on top of the stock crinoid?
Hopefully.
Video's clear.
Okay, come on,
Thank you.
Roland. I may have altered the environment
I
slightly.
think I see it still on the serious cam.
If not, no worries.
tried hard to
It's
go
under the
around it.
vehicle,
Let me
Yeah.
back up a little
Now,
bit.
if you rotate, you can see it.
That is.
Good. I
Yep.
did avoid him. So let's see. We'll go around this way.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious as to
Is
which
that going
one,
to blow your tether in the wrong
who it
direction?
is.
That's all right.
But see, there's another Proisocrinus there. Oh wow!
Oh, there's a
See, this is
fish
the kind of
off
thing
to
that I'm
the,
down here,
starboard
out here
side
for,
of Sirius,
just
also
to see
big
these.
Evil predation
interactions.
event, interaction is
Videos,
a nice word
Fernando
for
and
sea
Tyler.
stars munching everything.
Well, my apologies to all of my stock crinoid colleagues.
Negative.
Can't believe it.
The fish went out
Negative.
behind you. It's gone.
Anything's a go for these things.
Okay, good to zoom
But
a
if they
little
could
bit,
catch
Roland.
fish, they would eat fish. For
They
goodness
do,
sakes.
actually.
They do? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in the North Pacific coast. Plus, I'm just bewitched by watching this thing wobble like
Yeah.
that. Huh.
You know, I'm already doing a lot of that right now myself.
Being bewitched?
Center of the
No,
stalk
being
itself.
wobbly.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I better. Okay, that's. I think that's good. I'll have to.
That looks like a plucked
Yeah.
chicken on a stick.
I didn't even
Oh
think
God!
of that
No,
until
I'm
you
never going to
said
see
it.
that as a
does.
starfish again.
It does.
gonna be
It's
a-
ready. It's ready for the barbecue. That's what it is. It's a whole
And just
chicken.
scroll up and scroll up.
Okay.
Oh dear. No, but this is a novel ecological observation. That's really,
maybe-
to me, that's really amazing. There's a lot of ecology for sea stars today. That's Circeaster feeding on a Chrysogorgiid.
All right, are we good with this beast?
Well, Rolly's
Right.
doing
Yeah,
Hollywood
I
here.
just
He's
wanna, oh no, Roland doing Hollywood,
Got
and
me.
making himself a Ridley Scott movie of this is everything that I would dream of.
Okay.
That may wind up being one of those highlight shorts. I think
I hope so.
That's the shot right there.
the chicken star.
No, we're not calling it that. Not calling it that.
Okay, video's clear.
all right, enough of this.
Okay.
I wanna
Okay,
we're
all
on.
right, yeah, we gotta get going. Get serious again here.
Just a quick zoom. Is the Proisocrinus in the background, the red crinoid?
Yes.
Is there something on it?
That's Proise, a brittle star.
Yeah. Oh, are they brittle stars?
Yeah, they're brittle
okay.
stars.
No, that's
There's
fine. Then we can
some
move on.
rock rubble
You could-
just
Yeah,
ahead
that's
and
just a-
off the
oh, wait.
starboard
It's
slight.
a brittle
Well,
star.
Looks pretty
Yeah,
big.
okay.
I don't know. Might be some smaller stuff in there.
I got to get out of here because these guys won't leave me alone. I'm just gonna find a rock.
Thank you. Yeah, rock.
High pack tracking is better.
Even if we see an amazing sponge at the top.
Well, see, the geology
Wow,
changes.
two
This is-
starfish just at the same place.
Yeah,
There's
and
a
you weren't at
starfish
lunch
behind it.
either.
I know.
Here we go.
Crazy. And there's another one.
Yeah, maybe a keeper.
No, we're gonna
amongst
try to
those.
grab a rock here. It's probably Zoroaster again, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we haven't imaged one.
That is correct. We have not gotten a great image of it. yet.
Okay, all right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there's a sponge next to it.
Yeah, I'm in rock mode now.
Well.
Make sure John gets his sample, but we can go ahead and get a
Yeah,
twofer
that's
here,
fine.
I guess.
I'm not saying
the
we can't get a rock
sponge,
sample.
the sponge is a Poliopogon. And it's the first Poliopogon that we've seen today.
Okay, we're pretty good here,
Well,
Roland.
that sponge is the white object there on the right. And
Lasers are still off. You want them on?
Yeah, well, on the way out, we'll do lasers.
Okay.
the sea star is Zoroaster, correct?
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow, that's a spiny one. These are very old animals as well. They're very reminiscent in appearance to Paleozoic or not Paleozoic, but early Mesozoic sea stars. So, to me, this is like watching sort of a fossil echinoderm landscape. You have stocked crinoids alongside goniastrids and these animals. It's kind of a treat. So
Okay, going full screen.
they're all being good to me today. Lovely. Such a
Holding that.
great animal.
Little yellow crinoid in this shot as well.
Yeah, see that.
And a little brittle star at the bottom.
And that's actually, I
Put
think, a
lasers on this guy.
juvenile crinoid at the
Yeah,
back
what we
there.
pull out.
Video's
Oh,
clear.
okay.
Another Glyptometra, the yellow one.
Okay, clear.
All right. Meanwhile, over here in the geology department,
Well, we were kind of doing geology. It's sort of a paleo retro thing.
All right, Dave, anything here? What do you think?
well, I'm just sniffing.
It's a little big, but what do you think?
That's a lot of big.
Wow, I'll bet it's glued, though.
Yeah, might be.
Probably a better luck wedging that one out on the left.
It's sticking up an awful lot there, I think. Just give it a little nudgy here.
They're still spun up.
Thank you.
Oh, my
Ooh,
goodness. Way to go, Dave.
All good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, and
Oh, let's see. Wait a minute. Where are we going to put this puppy? How's the port
Starboard.
rock? Starboard?
What? Either way.
Either way.
Port rock boxes, they're both empty. You got to open the lid.
Oh, well, bring in the slide in the starboard there.
Starboard,
So we can
coming.
just thunk it in.
just for the collection, Dave, you're going starboard, right?
We think so, but it's
Okay, we'll stand by it.
Yeah, when you see it in there, then you know. Otherwise, we like
Okay.
to keep our options open.
Got it.
Jaw lock.
We're just going, crusted rock for all of these
For
things.
the adoration of video. Come on in, Rolly.
Tilt up.
Coming
John, what do you think? Yeah, John says he thinks that rock's a keeper. Good.
Okay.
We please the geologist.
You want to see
participating
Mini Zeus up
today.
here?
Yeah, I like this one. Definitely those angular edges there on the side are promising.
Okay, video's
Not
clear.
tons of
Okay, come on.
stuff on it, which can be good or bad depending on your point of view. All right, we got a decent rock, and we got
And we got to see a very exciting ecological interaction.
yeah, we did, and we got one sea star in the bucket. And it's in starboard. All righty.
Thunk.
Thank you very much.
All right. We'll put our tools away.
That's good. Okay. Starboard wing. Outboard. There we go. Okay.
Hydraulics off.
All righty.
I've got the craft swung outboard to stay
Yeah, I
out of
saw
the way
that,
of the sonar. So before we
Copy that.
recover, we'll want to swing that in. But we're
And I got hydraulics off.
All right. Now, probably should
Go
look
ahead, watch
around.
this. Sure. Just give me one moment. I'm just recording this sample. And I will get that for you. Alright, zooming out.
There's some biology.
So here's our initial waypoint too, right up here. And it is at an angle of roughly 290 from here. 380 meters. I think you might be muted, or I can't hear you.
Apologize.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so yeah, I was just talking to you for a minute. I'm getting used to these buttons. So we actually went over a very mild terrace, which we hardly ever even saw. But this next one up ahead of us might be promising. The contours are a little tighter.
It looks like slightly tighter here, but in about 100
Black
meters, you get
thing
even
in the
closer.
sand.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. We
Okay.
might get something there.
Okay.
There's some kind of
Okay.
Well, we can
sort
keep
of
on moving forward.
sponge
Yeah,
or something.
sure.
in
Thank
the-
you.
Oh no, it's a
It's a C-pen.
C-pen.
I wonder if we could get a quick zoom on this pilot, if possible.
Certainly.
Trying to
You
get
guys
a
ready
move
to
in
put
there.
in another move in preparation?
Come on in, Roland.
Would it be okay if we switched to about 290? That's more towards, unless you see something. Okay.
It's about the way I'm
Is a
heading right
C-pen.
now.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to do 30 meters at 290 then.
290. Copy that.
Bridge, RV nav.
And I know which one it is, too, I think.
This is the bridge. Go ahead.
We are ready for a move. We're going to do 30 meters at 290, 0
You get
decimal
just
2
slightly tighter. I'm pretty
Range
sure I know what I'm
30
seeing
meters.
here.
Bearing 290.
And yep,
Speed
that's
0
going to do
decimal
it.
2.
Good copy.
So
Coming
that
up.
is a C-pen in the genus Halipterus. And I'm going to go ahead and punch that in. That is the first one we've seen. And what I was looking at is these polyps emerge from a little bit of a sort of a calyx, if you will, and the calyx has these really sharp
Got spikes
spines
on it.
which is really characteristic of that family, Halipteridae. So that was an easy one. A lot of times these C-pens aren't so easy to identify.
ROV nav. Bridge. Move initiated.
Copy that.
Looks like a terrazzo floor there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were lucky getting that rock before we came across
That's for sure.
the land of nothing.
You know, you could probably get acreage here pretty cheap, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you really amazed, Roland?
I was going to say the
I'm
same
amazed.
thing, Pilot.
Just shows that line.
I was going to say the
I'm
same
amazed.
thing, Pilot.
Just shows that line of geology there. And the
Yeah, the edge of the
separation, like a
unbroken Unbroken scarp, and then
See, I speak for the geologist, too.
Okay.
Is that a Brisingid down there?
yeah, it might be here. Let's pop that in there for us, Roland.
It looks almost a little more spidery than.
Oh well, now
What is that?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 arms, right? That's consistent. Number of arms is consistent, isn't it?
I'm conditioned when they start going. What
That's
is
a
that?
strange-looking one.
Get closer
He's
here.
draped downward over the rock.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his arms hanging up. Maybe
Yeah.
he's on the move. They got to put them down to move, don't they? Or can they walk
Yeah.
with their arms up?
A little bit. I've seen them move. It's very awkward. Yeah, this looks like hymenodiscus or something. Wow, the arms are translucent. You can actually see the gonads or some. Yeah, or the halarxica in the arms. Those are the digestive glands. Oh, that's kind of neat.
So
they're in the
See-through
arms.
Brisingid.
That's in the arms. That's fascinating.
Yeah, that's what's inside a Brisingid. I couldn't have asked for sort of a better teaching tool, in a way.
So each arm has an independent digestive.
Yeah,
tract?
well, they're digestive glands, and they essentially dump digestive fluids into the stomach, or sometimes the food goes from the stomach out into the arms. But the thing that actually makes this useful for identification is that those big kind of noodle-like clusters that you see, those are the gonads, and so those are actually paired, and that will actually help me identify this a little bit later on, because normally when you see these, this entire thing is opaque. So, and a lot of the anatomy is based on internal characters. So the fact that this is actually transparent gives me more characters to identify them from. So that's really kind of an unusual shot. So that's very nice. Thank you. We can move on. It's also strange that it's just lying there on the bottom like that.
So would you say that's new for today?
Oh yeah, well, it's transparent.
All members of fire
First-
teams 1 and 2 and any available OIC,
Lasers.
please lay the geo stateroom at this time.
Okay, lasers, please, Don.
Lasers, copy that.
Let's come on out.
And 2 and all available OICs, please lay the geo
They're
stateroom
gone?
at this time.
Yeah,
Lasers
well, it's the
were
first time
on.
I've ever seen
Okay,
one with
well,
all of the arm
sorry.
parts clearly sort of presented like that. That's kind of nice. Oh yeah, so it's a sort of an average sized one. Interesting. Thank you.
So
For what?
it has gonads in each arm.
ROV nav bridge, move complete.
Wow, new
Copy,
meaning
Brad.
to reach out and touch someone.
Well, they spawn by ejecting gametes into the water. There's no physical contact. They just shoot them out, and then they meet in the water column.
I see.
It's just a yellow crinoid again. Yeah.
Fish off to starboard side. Might
Something
be up in
just
the water
flew
column.
Is that another
Another.
Brisingid, or is it a brittle star?
I think it's a Brisingid, isn't
Still
it? It's
in
missing a
Sirius
lot of
here.
arms, isn't it?
See it up there?
Five rays.
Don't
Starboard.
have it yet, but
It's on the
It's
bottom
down near the
of
ground.
screen.
Okay.
Out of sight now.
Straight
It goes
ahead.
on that rock.
pushing out.
It's still a little
I
bit
still
starboard.
see it, a little starboard, come starboard.
Now it's in your screen.
I don't see.
Keep
Got it.
going.
Oh, fish.
There he is.
All right.
Fish.
Swimming
going
away
away.
from you.
Okay.
Key
Pursuing.
day.
Yeah, he's not going very fast.
No.
There he is.
Can we get a zoom from here just so we can make them?
Well, we're gonna get him.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. All right.
Cutthroat
Well,
eel.
yeah, it's a cutthroat eel.
You can come in, Rolly.
Which
Little bit.
one?
I'm really moving here.
Yeah, I see that. It's a heck of a pair wedge you got going on.
So this is going to be a different cutthroat eel than we saw earlier. I'm going to have to do a little bit of memory refreshing in the Okeanos guide.
Okay, let him go.
In order to,
Well, you got to go back that way anyway.
Yeah.
he's got black lateral line pores, which is an important character, and the dorsal is about halfway up the body. Some of the characters you
I
got to
changed
look
my
at.
heading, by the way.
Okay.
So,
You have a shot at
Coming
IDing
back
these
around to
things,
the right one.
and they're a
Okay.
difficult family.
we lose him? Yeah, he's behind you now. See
Yeah,
him.
I was
Yep, just
done with him, but
gotcha.
I was just waiting for the clunk there, but got lucky.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back on heading now.
So this could have
Yeah,
been
I'm out here
something
at
like
least.
Synaptobranchus
The wasteland,
affinis.
is that what you said?
Yeah.
Maybe Synaptobranchus is good enough.
You guys ready for another ship move?
I think so.
Okay.
Unless something.
Same move as last time?
I will defer to Don.
I
on
don't see
that.
anything on sonar. Yeah, you want to
Looks
bump it up to
pretty
40 and see?
flat.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's make tracks.
Bridge, RV nav.
This is the bridge. Go ahead.
We've got an
Hey, we'd
appointment
like
with
to
a
get
real
ship move
ridge,
in of
Dave.
40 meters at
Afternoon
290,
appointment.
0.2 knots.
40 meters, bearing 290. Speed 0.2.
Good copy.
It's not a
Coming up.
real ridge. It's going to be a slightly. It'll be better than the last pseudo ridge.
It can only be better than the last
I
pseudo
know
ridge.
the ridge that wasn't.
You are out in space.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for tiny stuff here while the train gets rolling.
It's about the only thing you're going to find here.
Okay, max zoom rolling. Let's
ROV nav,
get
bridge,
down in the
move
small
initiated.
world.
Copy.
Where is it? Oh, I see.
Ah, little brittle star.
Yeah, little brittle
That's
star.
probably an amphiurid. It almost looks like it has a little face on it, though, doesn't it? Yeah, a little angry brittle star.
He doesn't like his picture taken.
You want to tour around on a partial?
Yeah, I can just take off from here. It's a white thing.
Sea
It was
urchin
some kind of
test.
fragment,
Oh,
shell fragment, or
Fragment,
something.
shell
Yeah.
fragment, crab shell maybe.
Looks like there's
Barnacle
little-
plate or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
There's another one to the left of that one.
Yes.
that looks like
We want to make sure we get all these fragments.
Okay, go for it.
And another fragment.
There's some pattern to it. Is
Yeah,
that
it sure does.
tell us anything?
I don't know. It might.
Looks like a spear point.
Those are surprisingly coarse grains.
Okay.
That's sonar reading.
Are these what are known as the nodules? Something under that rock to the right.
I see a rock to the left that's even more fascinating. So there it is, the highest peak in Kansas. Oh, there is something there. Let's go in, Roland. It's very pale, very... Oh, I think it's just poo. Okay.
Looks like there's a few little small ridges right ahead of you, and it's to starboard slightly.
Okay.
Just
A white line, or there's a line of something.
yeah.
Serious as you.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay. Eagerly going for it. I've got it.
A little divot straight ahead.
There's more of this.
Something there that they want to see. That was what I was calling out earlier today.
Go ahead, watch leads.
What is
So
it?
maybe not. Maybe it's just a rock.
Rock?
With a
Yeah, it's just
crinoid.
a rock on the side. Yeah.
Okay. We can do that. Yep.
You can
All right, pilots. They
bump
want
up the speed,
to
yeah.
beeline it.
All right, make
Roger that.
So
I'll
why
try
don't
to
I
keep
get
up.
another 40 meters? Let's see how far we are in that move first. We are about 30 meters in. Do you want to bump it up to 0.3?
Yeah, and then if
0.4?
this next little
Let's go
rise
0.4.
doesn't have
Okay.
anything, well, then we'll
another 40 meter move.
slow
then right
down and
into
hit
this one.
micro stuff
Okay.
because that's our last chance of seeing
Bridge,
any
RV
little
nav.
edge inhabitants.
This is the bridge. Go
and
ahead.
also to get
Hey,
another
we're gonna
rock.
bump up our speed a little bit for this next move. Right at
There's
the end
another
of this
Rambalula.
move, we want to go
Yeah,
another
and then I get a little
40
concerned
meters
about
at
we're going to be leaving a little
290
earlier,
at
and we need to get
decimal
another
4
biologic
knots.
and another rock.
Sure.
too.
There's that barnacle that those plates are coming from on the left side.
Okay, when this move completes in about 6 meters, we will be range of 40 meters, bearing
I'm still
290
thinking that
speed,
crinoid
0
starfish
decimal
combo.
4.
That was pretty wild.
That was
Crinoid
amazing.
Let me
stem
know if
on the
there's
right.
a
Poking a
problem
little fun there, but that was a pretty cool
like that.
observation.
So
I have to
we set it
admit.
down.
I mean, even Les
Roger,
suggested
we'll give it a try and
go
I'll
for
let
that.
you know.
Copy that.
Well,
Yeah, so those are the
enough,
plates that
So-
you're seeing strewn around.
Conditions don't look too bad, but
You got
that is
this
not
one?
the best
okay, cute.
direction. But he's going to try
That's a
0.4.
scalpellid
Let me know how the system's handling it.
Stalked
And we'll go
gooseneck
from
barnacle.
To the right,
you, Nav.
there's a stalk with just something at the tip. Pretty sure it's a crinoid stalk. Over?
That guy.
Well, maybe not.
Oh, all of the polyps are they withdrawn or have they been pinched off? Oh no, they're just withdrawn.
It's just withdrawn. This is an Ambulula sea pen. I've never seen these withdrawn. It's pretty interesting.
Maybe they're trying to tell us something. Up ahead.
ROV nav bridge.
Hey,
move
sleeping.
Here
initiated.
comes the eel again.
Copy bridge.
Sea pens don't sleep.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, in case anyone thought I was being serious there.
Very good.
That is one long sponge stock on the bottom.
So it seems like this might have been something before. I mean, more communities before.
Might be swept by currents. I mean, there's not much sediment accumulation here. I mean, when we looked closely, I saw a lot of sand grains, but not much snow.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing earlier. It's fairly coarse. So
And look at this scour right behind this little bump up here.
Yeah.
I think at some times there's a big current here.
Kind of a strange way that's formed. It's almost as though the current is coming
brown
straight at
coral
you. Oh, there's a
snap on.
black coral right on the ledge there where the lasers are.
Yeah. Okay, Roland.
Alrighty, what have we got here? Whoa, look at that. It's a newbie. I know what that is, but I'm going to see if Tina is still participating actively in the event log. Her name's there, so she's...
And also note that there appears to be a snail on this black coral. Feeding it on it, perhaps? We don't get to image snails all that often.
And one of the smallest, what I believe is a squat lobster I've ever seen, near the top.
Oh, okay. So a small squat lobster at the top as
Right
well.
there, that pink. I
Oh,
see
yeah.
Claws.
Yeah. Right there on the one.
Sako Matsumoto said those barnacles that we just observed, they call them goosenecks too. Actually,
No, she said they called
Call
them
'em
turtle hands. in
turtle hands,
Japanese.
that's pretty cool.
Pulling out for
Thank
full.
you, Asako, who's participating from the Chiba Institute in Japan.
Tilt down.
Yeah, I do too. I like that better than gooseneck. The turtle hands. Not sure Tina's still with us here, so I'm going to take a stab at the black coral. I think it's Stauropathes. That's the I'll lug it at, and it's because of the sub-branching is one of the keys there. It looks like a Bathopathes that's got additional secondary branches on
I
its
want to bump my
side
sonar out to
branches,
80.
which is
Let's just
characteristic
get a
of
look.
Stauropathes.
Copy that. 80 meters.
Thank you.
And you know what the term staro refers to. I told you this the other night because I just discovered myself looking at sponge
Oh wait,
terminology.
what was that? There was a pink thing that we just passed
Pink
over.
thing.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, that's fine. We can move on. I'm sorry, what? Staro?
Stauropathes is
Oh, we have bridge.
staro
Move complete.
is
Copy that
referring
bridge.
to like a cross shape or four
That was the
90-degree
second one?
That
angles.
was the second
That's
one.
so
Oh, wow.
So we can go ahead.
staractins
Got
are
another one if you guys are ready.
I don't see anything
perfectly
out there.
sort
Got a
of
little bit of
cross-shaped,
swing, though, but looks
Oh, that's
spicules.
right, sure.
And Stauropathes
Same
is the
move, 40
branches
meters,
are branching it
24
right.
knots.
Oh, yeah.
Really, four
Okay.
branches in right angles.
Snap.
No, we can move on.
Yeah.
We're moving. I'm just catching them as they go by
Yeah.
here. We've
bridge now.
Glyptobetra.
This is the bridge,
Canteen
right?
we've
We're
seen
ready for
before.
another move. Same move. 40 meters, 290, 0.4 knots.
We're getting
Okay,
closer
wide.
to the
40
rise.
meters, 290, 0.4 knots.
Good copy.
Coming up.
That yellow thing is different. No, it's just a different angle on
you
crime.
can snap it.
There's just a back angle. We're clear.
Okay, and then there's a starfish, brittle star underneath there, reaching around. More sand here.
You know, for a while there, I didn't even think the sediment
Harvey
was going to
Knapp
be
Bridge,
willing to settle
moving
here, but
Copy.
I guess